You kind of beat me out here. Jesse knows what we're doing. Come on. Come on, Frankie. Frankie, come on. Well, let's get things squared away here. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been out here, huh? Hello, gardening fans. Welcome to February. Now, I usually like to wait until I get a nice snowstorm in February because there's nothing much happening out here, and so it's always fun to at least have a beautiful snowy scene to come out to. But it is the end of February, and we haven't seen any snow. And in fact, we didn't see the only time we saw snow in January was when we were out doing the garden video, and this was just not a snowy winter. If you like snow like I do, I mean, I like it to be cold and snowy in winter. This has been a real flop of a winter. Of course, some people love it because it's been the fourth mildest winter on record, and literally no snow and ice to speak of, nothing measurable, at least not in February, and very little measurable in January. But here we are at the end of February. We're staring March in the face, just a couple days away, and no snow. It doesn't look like we're going to get any. Now we can get snowstorms in March, and even some in April, but our biggest snowstorm this year was that freaky one in October that I'm still cleaning up after in bits and pieces. But there's some evidence of life out here. If you look down here, you look awfully close. Some of that is chives coming up and actually looking a little green already. There's also grass mixed in there, but and there's a pile of ashes that Frankie's traipsing all through. And other than that, it's just kind of, leftover stuff that needs to be tilled in. And just not much of anything to look at out here. I haven't done my cleanup yet. I haven't done any tilling or cleaned out the beds or the leftover marigolds or fixed my broken fencing or anything, because although it's been a mild winter, it hasn't been all that nice to be outside. So, but the garden has started in the fact that all the seeds were ordered. I've got at least one shipment arrived. I'm expecting the rest of it any day now, and it'll be but a couple of short weeks before we start peppers inside under the lights. That's typically the first thing that goes, unless you're growing onions from seed, and they start even earlier. They'll start in February. But I'm not doing that. I'm doing my onions and leeks from plants. And this year is going to be different because I'm going to grow summer squash, but I'm not growing any melons, any winter squash, any pumpkins, because I had such a hard time with them last year, and the soil needs to rest for a few years, or at least I think that's the best option at this point. So in its place, I'm growing some new varieties, which we'll talk about later, like next month. And but one of them, I got to tell you, I'm planning on growing a bunch of popcorn because corn takes up a lot of space, but if I'm not growing any of that other stuff, I thought it would be fun to try and grow some popcorn. Usually I just want to grow regular corn so I can eat it, but popcorn might be fun to try. I also think I'm going to grow maybe a bed of sunflowers, just for the heck of it, just for almost ground cover. I might do some ground cover. Got some new varieties coming in that I'm going to try. So we're definitely starting up Marvin Gardens 2012, and looking forward to a fun season. And it is just gorgeous out here today. I mean, I kind of complain about the winter because there's not enough snow and cold for my liking, but I can't complain about how it feels out here. Got the pups out here, they're all excited. Jessie hasn't been out here for a few months, and she's not even acting like she's feeling cold or anything. I think it's probably still close to 50, maybe a little above, even though the sun's starting to go down. But it's just gorgeous out here, and like I say, we're not doing a whole lot of garden work, but we're underway, and maybe I'll show you a few clips of the seeds that have come in. Got to get the plant area ready inside, you know, clear off the shelves, reorganize the room, get the lights fired up, all that good stuff, get the trays ready. I ordered some more, some peat pots for starting seedlings indoors, so we're pretty much ready to get going. And that's about it. Here to show you this. You can see that the daffodils are already starting to come up, and if you look over here real close, right down there, finally got the camera on it, that is garlic shoot starting to come up, and that's the only one I see right now, but there'll be more following that very shortly because they start coming up pretty early as well. All right, that is going to do it. Frankie is having a blast. I don't know if I'll be able to talk him into going back inside. This is Marvin Gardens 2012, and the month of February, and the mild month of February this year. And we're going to be planting soon indoors and getting things squared away out here. And other than that, that's it. We will see you in March 2012. And in March, typically we don't get anything planted outdoors unless it's really mild. But we do get a lot of stuff happening indoors, so we'll show you that next month when it starts to happen. And that's going to do it for us. Marvin Gardens 2012, the month of February. Bye, y'all. All right, whatever you're eating, don't. Let's go inside.